Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about the fast Fourier transform, that is FFT. So this fast Fourier transform is used to compute discrete Fourier transform, that is DFT, with minimum number of calculations. We have the direct formula to calculate DFT also. If we use the direct formula to calculate DFT, then the number of complex multiplications required will be capital N square, and the number of complex additions required will be capital N square minus N, where N is the number of output points required to calculate DFT. So if we use the direct formula, it is a very time consuming process and it will take it has a more number of calculations. So that's why we are going to FFT, that is the fast Fourier transform, to compute DFT, where the number of complex multiplications involved is capital N by 2 log base to N, and the number of complex additions involved is N log base to N. So when compared to the direct evaluation technique, this fast Fourier transform requires lesser number of calculations. And here this N is equal to number of points used to calculate FFT. Now this FFT is classified into two types. One is decimation in time, DIT, and decimation in frequency, which is represented as DIF. So in this video, we are going to see about the decimation in time. So if we use the decimation in time, let us see what are all the rules to follow the butterfly diagram. First, the input sequence should be written in the bit reversal order, and we should use the radix 2 algorithm. So what is radix 2 algorithm? If the number of output points, capital N, can be expressed as power of 2. Okay, if the given N point is expressed as power of 2, then that algorithm is referred to as radix 2 algorithm. So capital N is represented as 2 power M in case of radix 2 algorithm, and the N should be integers. Okay, that is integers means 1, 2, 3, etc. So for example, if capital N is equal to 8, then capital N can be represented as 2 power M. Here N value is 8. So 8 can be represented as 2 power M, or M can be given as log base to 8. Okay, so I am getting 3. So M is equal to 3. So meaning that if N is equal to 8, there are 3 stages. Okay, so first stage is 2 point, 4 point, and 8 point. So how will you find out this is 2 pointers? So 2 power. So we know that in the radix 2 algorithm, the N should be represented as power of 2. So here we have to mention every point as power of 2. So 2 power 1 is 2 point, 2 power 2 is 4 point, and 2 power 3 is 8 point. So since we have N is equal to 8, the maximum stage is 2 power 3, which is 8 point. So you'll be having 3 stages. So 2 point, 4 point, and 8 point. So we'll have 3 stages, and each stage you'll be getting 4 butterflies for N point. N is equal to 8, because if N is equal to 8, I'll be getting 8 by 2, which is equal to 4. So 4 butterflies are possible in each stage in case of 8 point DFT. 8 point DIT. Okay. Now, so in DIT, we need to first find out the 2 point DIT, and then 4 point, and then 8 point FFT has to be calculated. And the output sequence is written in the original order. And this is the butterfly diagram for DIT. So you have to put a cross mark. Okay. And here in the left hand side, I'll be mentioning A and B. So this A and B are the inputs. So I'm having 2 inputs and 2 outputs. In the left hand side, I'm having the inputs, and in the right hand side, I'm having the outputs. Okay. Here we have introduced the term twiddle factor in the DIT. That is for fast Fourier transform, we'll be using this twiddle factor, which is represented as W base power N power K. Okay. So here the output of first DIT, that is the first output, is first input A plus B into twiddle factor Wn power k. See, listen that the twiddle factor is in the second input. So that's why the twiddle factor is multiplied by this second input. Okay, so the first output is A plus B into W base power n k, and the second output is the same as the first output, but this plus is replaced by minus. Okay, so the second output is A minus B into the twiddle factor Wn power k. So here A and B are the inputs. Wn power k is the twiddle factor. So which is represented by e power minus j 2 pi by n the whole power k. Okay, so here since I am having this base n, so e power minus j 2 pi by base n I am having. So that's why I've divided by n and the whole power k. So that's why I have mentioned this k. Now we'll go to the problem. Compute DFT for the given sequence using radix to DIT FFT algorithm. X of n is equal to 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So here, how many values are here? I'm having 8 values. So this is an 8-point DFT. Okay, so since I'm having 8 numbers, it is an 8-point DIT FFT. Step 1. So the input sequence should be written in the bit reversal order in case of DIT. So listen, I'm having n is equal to 8. Okay. So if we want to access 8 inputs or 8 outputs, we need 3 bits. Okay. So that's why I'm here. We are using 3 bits to represent each numbers. Okay. And since we have 8 points, the input starts from 0 and it ends at 7. So I'm having totally 8 inputs. That is x of 0. This is small x is input. Okay, small x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4, x of 5, x of 6, and x of 7. So 3 bits are used to indicate each number. So 0 can be represented as 0, 0, 0, and 1 can be represented as 0, 0, 1, and 2 can be represented as 0, 1, 0, 3 to be 0, 1, 1, and 4 as 1, 0, 0, and 5 to be 1, 0, 1, and 6 as 1, 1, 1, and x of 7, that is 7 is represented as 1, 1, 1. See, listen, we know that we are having this 8421 code. That is 8421 code means this is your first is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3. So what is 2 power 1? Anything power 0 is 1. So 2 power 1 is 2, 2 power 2 is 4, and 2 power 3 is 8. So we know this 8421 code. So since we are having only 3 bits to represent, and because we'll be having only 8 inputs, so for identifying these 8 numbers, 3 bits are enough. That is, we are using only 4 to 1. So 1 means how you will write the bits is, so 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 0, 1. Okay, and 2 means write 2 zeros, 2, 1. Again 2 zeros, 2, 1. 4 means 4 zeros, 0, 0, 4 zeros, and 4, 1. Okay, so what is 0, 0, 0? So 0, 0, 0 is 0, 0, 0, 1 is 1, 0, 1, 0 is 2, 0, 1, 1 is 3, 1, 0 is 1, 0, 0 is 4, 1, 0, 1 is 5, and 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 is 6, and 1, 1 is 7. Okay, can you understand how we'll be writing 0, 0, 0 for 0 and 0, 0, 1 for 1? So hope you understand. Understand this? So the second column is the binary value for the original sequence. And the third column is reversal, that is bit reversal value. So what you have to do is, so here I have, that is, imagine that I've kept an mirror here. Okay. So this 0, that is this is called the least significant bit and this is called the most significant bit. So when you keep a mirror, what will happen is, so this bit, that is the least significant bit, will be reflected as most significant bit in the bit reversal value. Okay, and the center bit remains the same and the MSB goes to the LSB. Okay, so 0, 0, 1. So in this here, 0, 0, 1 means, so this 1 comes to the MSB and 0 comes here and this MSB goes to LSB. And 0, 1, 0 means I'll be getting the same 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1 means 1, 1, 0. And for 1, 0, 0, the bit reversed value is 0, 0, 1. And for 1, 0, 1, the bit reversed value is 1, 0, 1. And for 1, 1, 0, the bit reversed value is 0, 1, 1. And for 1, 1, 1, it is same. And what is the value for 0, 0, 0? It is 0. And 1, 0, 0 means 4. 0, 1, 0 means 2. So 1, 1, 0 means 6. 0, 0, 1 is 1. 1, 0, 1 is 5. And 0, 1, 1 is 3. And 1, 1 is 7. So this is the bit reversed decimal value. See, listen, this is the bit reversed decimal value. So in the first half, you'll be getting the even numbers. And in the second half, you'll be getting the odd numbers. See, listen. 0. So normally even numbers will be 0, 2, 4, 6. But here in the bit reversed format, you will be getting 0, 4, 2, 6. Okay. The first 4 values are even numbers only. So 0, x of 0, x of 4, x of 2 and x of 6. And the second 4 values are odd numbers. So normally odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. But here it is just this 5 and 3 are interchanged. So I'll be getting 1, 5, 3, 7. So always the bit reversed decimal values are 0. That is x of 0, x of 4, x of 2, x of 6, x of 1, x of 5, x of 3 and x of 7. So the input should be written in the bit reversed format. And step 2. You have to find the twiddle factor. So for 8-point DIT FFT, we have 4 twiddle factors. That is double. So twiddle factor is represented by W base n power k. Okay, so here my n value is 8. So that's why I have mentioned W8. So k values is, so here I have 4 k values because for 8-point, it is the rule that we need to find 4 twiddle factors. So k value is 0, 1, 2, 3. So I need to find out W8 power 0, W8 power 1, W8 power 2 and W8 power 3. So we need to find the twiddle factors. So first, to find the twiddle factor W8 power 0. So we know that the formula for the twiddle factor W base power m is equal to W n base power n power m. So W n power m can be written as e power minus j 2 pi by n the whole power m. Okay, so here this m value was 0. Okay, m value is 0 and n value is 8. So W8 power 0 can be represented as e power minus j 2 pi by 8 the whole power 0. So here 2 pi by 8 into 0 is 0. So e power 0 is 1. So we know that e power 0 is 1. So at last we have found the value for W8 power 0 to be 1. So W8 power 0 is equal to 1. So next we need to find W8 power 1. So what is W8 power 1? So here write the formula W base n power m is equal to e power minus j 2 pi by n the power m. So W base 8 power 1 equal to e power minus j 2 pi by 8 the whole power 1. So when it is in the power, so this numerator and power will get multiplied. So I'll be getting e power minus j 2 pi by 8 and 2 and 8 will get cancel and I'm getting 1 by 4. That is e power minus j pi by 4. So we know the formula for e power minus j theta is equal to cos theta minus j sin theta. So here in our problem, the theta is value is pi by 4. So wherever you have theta, you have to substitute pi by 4. So I'm getting that is e for instead of e power minus j pi by 4, I have to substitute cos pi by 4 minus j sin pi by 4. Listen, in your calculator, put that is the calculator's mode in the radians mode. Okay, if you put radians mode, so in the calculator, just type cos of pi divided by 4, you'll be getting 0.707 minus j sin of pi by 4's value is 0.707. So W8 power 1 is equal to 0.707 minus j 0.707. Next one is W8 power 2. So W8 power 2, the formula for the twiddle factor is W base n power m is equal to e power minus j 2 pi by n the whole power m. So W base 8 power 2 is equal to e power minus j 2 pi by 8 power the whole power 2. So this power and this numerator will get multiplied. So I'm getting e power minus j 4 pi by 8. So this 4 and 8 will get cancelled and I'll be getting 1 by 2. So e power minus j pi by 2. Already we know that the formula for e power minus j theta is equal to cos theta minus j sin theta. And here the theta value is pi by 2. So substitute cos pi by 2 minus j sin pi by 2. So cos pi by 2's value is 0 minus j into 1. Okay. So j into 1 is j. So here I am having minus. So it is W8 square is equal to minus j. And W8 power 3. So in the W8 power 3, substitute the value for the twiddle factor. We know that the formula for the twiddle factor is W base power base n power m is equal to e power minus j 2 pi by n the whole power m. So W base 8 power 3 equal to e power minus j 2 pi by 8 the whole power 3. So and this 3 and then this 2 will get multiplied. So I'm getting e power minus j 6 pi by 8 and 6 and 8 will get cancelled and I'm getting 3 by 4. So e power minus j 3 pi by 4. So this is like e power minus j theta. The formula for e power minus j theta is cos theta minus j sin theta. So cos 3 pi by 4 minus j sin 3 pi by 4. So W8 power 3 is equal to, for cos 3 pi by 4, the value is minus 0.707 minus j. And for sin 3 pi by 4, the value is minus j 0.707. So W8 power 3 equal to minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So I have got the twiddle factors for W8 power 0, W8 power 1, W8 power 2 and the W8 power 3. And next is step 3. Here we need to draw the butterfly diagram. So since n is equal to 8, which is represented as capital N is equal to 2 power m, which is equal to 8. Okay, n is equal to 8, which is equal to 2 power m, where m is equal to 3. That is, we are having 3 stages. So in the DIT, the first stage is 2 point DIT, the second stage is 4 point. That is 2 power 0 is, sorry, 2 power 1 is 2 point, 2 power 2 is 4 point, and 2 power 3 is 8 point. So first we need to find 2 point, the next is 4 point and 8 point. Okay. So this is the butterfly diagram for DIT. So you have to put a cross mark and the twiddle factor is written in the second input. So in the left hand side, I'm having 2 inputs A and B, and the right hand side, I'm having 2 outputs. That is, the first output is A plus B into W base n power m, and the second output is A minus B into W base n power m. So here in the two we'll be having 2 outputs. So here I'm having plus and here the second output I'm having the minus symbol. So how to draw the butterfly diagram. For that, you have to draw 8 lines. So this is the first line. See, listen. Draw the first line, second line, third line. So this is your first line, second line, third line, fourth line. So draw the horizontal lines. Okay, first draw the horizontal lines. So after that, split this three, that is, you'll be having 8 horizontal lines and split into 3 columns. Okay, the first column is 2 point, the second column is 4 point, and third column is 8 point. So split, so like this, the dotted lines, this split this 8 lines into 3 columns. Okay, and here mark it as the first is 2 point, the first column is 2 point, the second column is 4 point, and mark the third column as 8 point. And in the left hand side, in each line, you have to give the inputs. So already we know that in DIT, the input sequence should be written in bit reversal order, and the bit reversal order is of x of 0, 4, 2, 6. 0, 4, 2, 6. The first 4 inputs are even numbers, and the second 4 inputs are odd numbers, that is 1, 5, 3, 7. Okay, so write the inputs as small x of 0, small x of 4, small x of 2, small x of 6. Okay, and x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, and x of 7. Now we need to substitute the values of x of 0. For that, what you have to do is, see, listen, this is the given problem. That is x of n is equal to 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So I'm having 8 values. The first value is, since here they have not mentioned any arrow marks. If the arrow mark is represented, then we have to take that as n is equal to 0. If nothing is mentioned, so by default, you have to take the first number as x of 0. Okay, so this is x of 0, small x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4, x of 5, x of 6, and x of 7. Okay, now what is the value for x of 0? So x of 0's value is 1. So substitute x of 0's value as 1. The next one is x of 4. X of 4's value is, again, it is 1. So substitute x of 4 is equal to 1. And x of 2 value is 1. So substitute x of 2 is equal to 1. And x of 6 value is 0. So substitute x of 0 is x of 6 equal to 0. And similarly, x of 1 is equal to 1. X of 1 equal to 1. And x of 5 is equal to 1. And x of 3 is equal to 1. So substitute x of 5 equal to 1 and x of 3 equal to 1. And x of 7 is equal to 0. And x of 7 is equal to 0. So here in the 2 point, what I have done is, first in the left hand side, I have written all the inputs in the bit reversed order, and for each input, I have taken the values from the given problem. Since it is 2 point, we have 2 inputs and 2 outputs. So you have to consider the first 2 lines. So this is your first line and this is your second line. So consider for the 2 point, you have to consider only 2 lines. Okay, the first and second line. So join, see, listen, already we have put the dotted lines to separate 2 point, 4 point, and 8 point. Okay, so from this to this, you have to connect the first and second line is connected. And similarly, here the first and second line is connected, and put a dot and immediately mention the twiddle factor in the second input. That is, for the 2 point, the twiddle factor is W8 power 0, and always the W8 power 0's value is 1. Okay, and so this is the first 2 point. And second one, you have to draw the another butterfly. So join the third line and the fourth line, and again the third line is and fourth line are join and put a dot mark at the interconnection, that is in intersection point, and immediately write the twiddle factor W8 power 0. So listen, for the 2 point, the only twiddle factor you will be getting is W8 power 0, whose value is always 1. And the 5th and 6th line is connected, and here the 5th and 6th line is connected, and at the intersection point put a dot and write the twiddle factor W8 power 0, which is 1. See, listen, in the butterfly diagram, you have to mention the twiddle factor and also its value. Okay, and the 7th and 8th lines are connected. That is 7 and 8 line is connected, and here the 7th and 8th line is connected, and at the intersection point put a dot and write the twiddle factor W8 power 0, which is 1. So this is the 2 points. So hope you understand this 2 point DIT. So for the 2 point, we have only 2 inputs. Okay. So the first and second line are considered, and third and fourth line are considered, fifth and sixth line, seventh and eighth line. So first, and here the output for this 2 point is considered as small p0, p1, p2, p3, p4, p5, p6 and p7. And now we need to find these values, that is p0 value. So how we'll calculate this 2 point DIT? So it looks like a butterfly, right? And already we know that in each point we'll be getting n by 2 butterflies, that is capital N is 8. So 8 by 2 is 4 butterfly. So this is first butterfly, second butterfly, third butterfly and fourth butterfly. So I'm having 4 butterflies. So come here, how we'll calculate 2 point? So this is the butterfly diagram. A and B are the inputs. And this is the twiddle factor Wn power m. The first output is A plus B into W base power m, Wn power m. And the second output is A minus B into W base n power m. The first output is P0. Listen, for this P0, what are all the inputs we are having? X of 0 and X of 4 are the inputs, and W8 power 0 is the twiddle factor. So substitute for P0, X of 0 and X of 4 are the inputs. So X of 0, the first input is X of 0 plus the second input is X of 4. So instead of B, substitute X of 4 into W8 power 0. So this is the first output, and the second output is same as the first one, except the plus is replaced by minus. Okay, so P1 is equal to X of 0 minus X of 4 into W8 power 0. And we need to substitute the values of X of 0 and X of 4. What is the value of X of 0? X of 0 value is 1 and X of 4 value is 1 and W8 power 0 value is 1. So substitute here 1, X of 0's value is 1 plus X of 4's value is 1 into 1, which is equal to 1 plus 1, 2. So P0 is equal to 2. P1 is equal to X of 0 minus X of 4 into W8 power 0, which is equal to 1 minus 1 into 1, which is 0. So P1's value is 0. So P0 equal to 2 and P1 is equal to 0. So substitute P0 is equal to 2 and P1 is equal to 0. And now consider the second butterfly. The second butterfly, what are all the inputs we are having? X of 2 and X of 6 are the inputs, and the twiddle factor is W8 power 0, and the outputs are P2 and P3. Now we need to find P2 and P3. The inputs are X of 2 and X of 6. So P2 is equal to X of, see, P2 is equal to one input is X of 2 and the other input is X of 6. So X of 2 plus X of 6 into W8 power 0, which is equal to X of 2's input is 1 and X of 6 input is 0. So substitute 1 minus, X of 2 is 1 plus X of 6 equal to 0 into 1. That is 1 plus 0. So P2 is equal to 1. P3 is the same as the P2's value, but here this plus is replaced by minus. So P3 is equal to x of 2 minus x of 6 into W8 power 0, which is 1 minus 0 into 1, which is 1. That is P0 and P3 both are 1. So just substitute. So substitute P2 equal to 1 and P3 equal to 1. So go here and substitute P2 equal to 1 and P3 is equal to 1. And listen, and similarly, you need to find P4. So this is the second butterfly's output. And for the third butterfly's output is, again, this inputs are x of 1 and x of 5, whereas the output is P4 and P5. So here also we need to substitute. So go here. Go to the third butterfly's output, which is P4 and P5. For P4, the inputs are X1 and X5. And for P5, the inputs are same X1 and X5. Okay, so substitute P4 is equal to X of 1 plus X of 5 into W8 power 0, which is 1 plus 1 into 1, because x of 1's value is 1 and x of 5's value is 1 and the twiddle factor's value is 1. So 1 plus 1 into 1, which is equal to 1 plus 1. So P4 equal to 2 and P5 is same inputs, that is x of 1 and x of 5 are the inputs. Here this plus is replaced by minus. So x of 1 minus x of 5 into W8 bar 0, which is equal to 1 minus 1 into 1, which is 0. So P4 and P5 are 0. That is, P4 is equal to 2 and P5 is equal to 0. So substitute the values for P4 and P5. So P4 equal to 2 and P4 equal to P5 equal to 0. And come to the fourth butterfly. Here the inputs are x of 3 and x of 7 and the outputs are P6 and P7. So P6 equal to x of 3 plus x of 7 into the twiddle factor, and P7 is x of 3 minus x of 7 into the twiddle factor. So go here. So P6 equal to x of 3 plus x of 7 into twiddle factor. So 1 plus, that is x of 7's value is 0. So 0 into 1, I am getting 1. And P7 equal to x of 3 minus x of 7 into W8 bar 0, which is 1 minus 0 into 1, which is 1. So P6 and P7 both are 1. So substitute P6 equal to 1 and P7 equal to 1. So we have found the outputs for 2-point DIT, that is P0 till P7. And one small idea is, say, listen, here just divide this 8 lines into 4 lines. So here I am getting 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 0. And here also 1, 1, 1, 0. So here the inputs, here I am having both the inputs are 1 and the twiddle factor is 1. Okay. So here the outputs are 2 and 0. So come to x of 1 and x of 5. So this x of 0 and 4 and 1 and 5 both are equal and the twiddle factors are also equal. So no need to calculate again, no need to waste your time in order to calculate this P4 and P5. Because here the inputs are same and the twiddle factors are same. So the same output, that is that P0 and P1 will be repeating here also, P4 and P5. Okay, so P4 is same as P2 and P5 is same as P1. And come to this x of 2 and x of 6. Here this x of 2 and x of 6 are similar to x of 3 and x of 7. So here the inputs are same, that is 1, 0. Here also I am getting 1 and 0. And the twiddle factors are also same. So the outputs of P6 and P7 is similar to P2 and P3. So again, no need to calculate P6 and P7. It is enough if you calculate P0, P1, P2 and P3, because the first 4 inputs are same as that of the second 4 inputs and the twiddle factors are also same. Okay. So the first 4 outputs are same as the second 4 outputs for this problem alone. Okay. So 2, 0, 1, 1. So here also I am getting 2, 0, 1, 1. Now come to 4 point. In the 4 point, so what you have to do is, you have to consider 4 inputs. If it is 2 point means we will consider only 2 inputs. And when it comes to 4 point, you have to consider 4 inputs. So this that is, divide this 8 point into 2 sections. That is first 4 lines. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first 4 lines. And second 4 lines are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'm telling the horizontal line. Now here what you have to do is, first join the first and the third line. In the 4 point, DIT, what you have to do is, the first line is connected with the third line. So first line and third lines are connected, and similarly the first line and third line is connected, and put a dot. See, immediately put a dot at the intersection point and write, immediately mark that middle factor W8 power 0 and also mark the value as 1. Okay, write it in the diagonal direction. So in this direction, write that middle factor. So what you have to do for the 4 point, the first and third line is connected, and here also the first and third line is connected, and at the intersection point put a dot and immediately write that middle factor in the second input, which is W8 power 0 for whose value is 1. See, listen, for the 4 point DIT, I'll be getting 2 middle factors. For the first butterfly, I have to write W8 power 0. And for the second butterfly, I have to write W8 power 2. Only the even powers I have to write. Okay, W8 power 0 and W8 power 2. Okay, so this is the first butterfly we have drawn. And the second butterfly is connect the second line and the fourth line. And similarly, the second line is connected with the fourth line and put a dot and immediately mark the middle factor, which is W8 power 2, whose value is minus J. See, listen, immediately. So when you draw a butterfly, when you put a cross mark, put the dot in the intersection point and immediately write the middle factor along with its value. Only then it is easy to calculate the 4 point outputs. Okay. So hope you understand this butterfly diagram, and similarly come to the next 4 lines. So here this is your 5th line, 6th line, 7th line and 8th line. So connect this 5th line and 7th line. Okay, 5th line is connected to 7th line, and here also this 5th line is connected to 7th line, and put a dot and write W8 power 0. See, listen, since this is a 4 point, we have divided this 8 lines into 2 4 lines. The first 4 line and the second 4 line. And in the first 4 line, I am having 2 butterflies. Okay. And for the first butterfly, the twiddle factor is W8 power 0. And for the second butterfly, the twiddle factor is W8 power 2. And similarly, for the second half, that is the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th line. For the second 4 lines, what you have to do? Again, I'm having 2 butterflies. So this is the first butterfly and second butterfly. And for the first butterfly, I have to mention W8 power 0. And for the second butterfly, the twiddle factor is always W8 power 2. Okay. Now what you have to do is connect the 5th line and the 7th line. And similarly, the 5th line and 7th line, immediately put a dot in the intersection point and write the twiddle factor W8 power 0, which is 1. So this is the first butterfly for the second 4 point. Okay, so this is the first 4 point and this is the second 4 point. Okay, so always write W8 power 0 equal to 1 for the first butterfly. And connect the 6th line and 8th line. And similarly, this 6th line and 8th lines are connected, and put a dot in the intersection point and write, mention the twiddle factor, which is W8 power 2, which is equal to minus J. And now we need to calculate the outputs of 4 point. So for the 4 point, just mention Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6 and Q7 are the outputs. Okay, so first we need to find the Q0. Q0 is the first output. Okay, so for the first output, see, this is the butterfly. First butterfly. Listen. First butterfly is this one. This is the first butterfly and this is the twiddle factor. Okay. So listen, for Q naught equal to 3, the inputs are P naught and P2. So how you will write the output? The first output is first input, that is A plus B into twiddle factor. So here the first input is P naught plus P2 into the twiddle factor W8 power 0. So Q naught is equal to, listen, Q naught is equal to P naught plus P2 into W8 power 0. And the next output you have to find is Q2 because this is the second output of the first butterfly. So this is the first butterfly. The first output is Q naught. The second output is Q2. So for Q2, the same values, that is same inputs, P naught and P2. But here, this outputs are in the output. What you have to do is P naught minus P2 into W8 power 0. Okay. Now here, we'll go to the 8.4, that is 4-point calculation. So this 4-point calculation, what you have to do is P naught and P2 are the input. So what you have to do is the first output is Q naught, which is equal to the first input P naught plus the second input P2 into W8 power 0. So P naught's value is 2, P2's value is 1. So 2 plus 1 into 1, 3. So the second output is Q2. For this, you'll be having the same inputs. Only difference is this plus is replaced by minus. So P naught minus P2 into W8 power 0, which is equal to 2 minus 1 into 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So Q naught's value is 3 and Q2's value is 1. So substitute Q naught value as 3 and Q2 value as 1. And now we need to find out the outputs for the second butterfly. Now what is the second butterfly? That is the second line is connected with the fourth line. And here also the second line is connected with the fourth line. And this is the intersection point. And the twiddle factor is W8 power 2, which is minus J. So what is the first output? First output is Q1. Okay, for Q1 is equal to P1 plus P3 into W8 power 2. Okay, and what is Q3? Q3 equal to P1 minus P3 into W8 power 2. Just go to the calculation. So Q1 equal to P1 plus P3 into W8 power 2 and Q3 equal to P1 minus P3 into W8 power 3, which is how we'll write is P1's value is 0 plus 1 into your twiddle factor W8 power 2's value is minus J. See, listen, 1 into J is J. So first, plus into minus is minus. 1 into J is J. So I'm getting Q1 as minus J. And Q3 is equal to 0 minus 1 into minus J. So minus into minus, I'm getting plus 1 into J is J. So Q1's value is minus J and Q2's value is plus J. So substitute in the butterfly diagram. So Q1 is equal to minus J and Q3 equal to plus J. Okay, so for the first 4-point, I'm getting 3 minus J, 1 and J. Okay, and come to the second 4-point. Second 4 points inputs are 2, 0, 1, 1. See, check here, the first 4-point also, I'm getting the same inputs, that is 2, 0, 1, 1. And the twiddle factors are W8 power 0 and W8 power 2. And now consider the second 4 point. And second 4 point also I am having 4 input which is same as that of the first input. So 2011 and here also I am getting 2011. So here I am getting W8 power 0 and W8 power 2 and here also I am getting the first butterfly's twiddle factor is W8 power 0 and W8 power 2. So the same answer you'll be getting for the second half also. Okay, the first half, in the first half 4 point, I'm getting 3 minus j 1 plus j. The fourth, so that the second 4 point also, I should get the same output. That is 3 minus j 1 and plus j. And now we'll see how we'll get the values. See, listen. To find out Q4, what you have to do? You have to consider the input. So this is the butterfly diagram. That is the 5th and 7th line are joined, and again 5th and 7th line is joined, and at the interjunction point write the twiddle factor W8 power 1. So Q4, what is the value for Q4? Q4 is equal to P4 plus P6 into W8 power 1. So what is P4 value? P4 value is 2 plus 1 into 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay. And after finding Q4, you need to find Q6 because you'll be having the same inputs except that the plus is replaced by minus. So Q6 equal to P4 minus P6 into W8 power 0. So meaning 2 minus 1 into 1, which is equal to 1. Okay. And for Q5, this is the butterfly diagram. That is the 6th and 8th line is connected, and similarly here also 6th and 8th line is connected, and the twiddle factor is W8 power 2, which is minus j. So Q5 equal to, the inputs are P5 plus P7 into W8 power 2, that is 0 plus 1 into minus j, which is minus j. And Q7 is equal to P5 minus P7 into minus j. So minus into minus j will get plus j. Okay. So we have got the 4 point output. Now what we need to do is we need to find out the 8 point output. So after 8 point, we have to get the outputs x of 0 to x of 7. See, listen. Here, the inputs are represented by small x, whereas the output is expressed by capital X. Okay. And in the DIT, the inputs are in the bit reversal order. Okay. The input should be written in the bit reversal order. That's why we have written x of 0, x of 4, x of 2, x of 6, 1, 5, 3, 7. Whereas the output is in the original order. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So first write down the outputs. And here, see in the first two point, it is, since it is 2 point, we have considered only the 2 inputs. Okay. So we have considered only the 2 lines, first 2 lines and second 2 lines, third 2 lines and fourth 2 lines. Okay. And we have got 4 butterflies. And here also in the 4 point, I have to consider only the 4 inputs and 4 outputs. Okay. So I have considered only 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have got 2 butterflies in the first half and again 2 butterflies in the second half. So totally I have got 4 butterflies. Okay. So in the 4 point, I have considered only the 4 lines. Okay. For 2 point, I have considered two lines. Here the first 2 lines, second 2 line, third 2 line and fourth 2 lines. And in the 4th point, I have considered first 4 lines and the second 4 lines. Whereas for 8 point, I have to consider all the 8 lines. Okay. So how you will draw the butterfly? So here the first and the 5th line is connected. Okay. Listen, the first and 5th line is connected. Again, the first and 5th line is connected, and put a dot in the intersection point and immediately write the twiddle factor W8 power 0. So in the 8 point, you will get all the twiddle factors. That is the W8 power 0, W8 power 1, 8 power 2 and 8 power 3. Okay, so for the first butterfly diagram, I have got W8 power 0, 1. And that is the second butterfly was second and sixth line is connected, and similarly this second and sixth line is connected, and put the dot in the intersection point and write the Prudel factor W8 power 1 whose value is minus, that is plus 0.707 minus J 0.707. And third butterfly is, third line is connected with the seventh line, and similarly this third line is connected with the seventh line, and put a dot in the intersection point, and the Twiddle factor is W8 power 2 which is minus J. And the fourth butterfly is, fourth line and eighth line is connected, and similarly the fourth and eighth line is connected, put a dot in the intersection point, and here W8 power 3 equal to minus 0.707 minus J 0.707. And now we need to find out the values for x of 0 till x of 7. Now, what is x of 0? For x of 0, the inputs are Q0 and Q4. Q0 and Q4 are the inputs, and W8 power 0 is the Twiddle factor. So, x of 0 equal to Q0 plus Q4 into W8 power 0, which is 3 plus 3 into 1. So, 3 plus 3 equal to 6. So, x of 0 equal to 6. And the second output is x of 4. Okay. So, for this x of 4, the inputs are Q0 and the same inputs, only difference is the plus is replaced by minus. Okay. So, Q0 minus Q4 into W8 power 0, that is 3 minus 3 into 1. So, 3 minus 3 equal to 0. So, x of 4 equal to 0. Okay. Now, we need to find x of 1. What is x of 1? So, x of 1 is equal to, the inputs are Q1 plus Q5 into W8 power 1. Okay. Q1 plus Q5 into W8 power 1. And once you find this x of 1, the other output is x of 5. So, for x of 5 is also the same inputs. Only difference is the plus is replaced by minus. Now, you just go and calculate x of 1. X of 1 equal to Q1 and Q5. So, 8-point calculation. X of 1 is equal to x of 1 plus x of 5 into W8 power 0. And x of 5 is equal to, x of 5 equal to Q1 minus Q5 into, see, listen, the same inputs and Twiddle factors I am getting, only difference is this plus is replaced by minus. Okay, Q1's value is minus J. So, minus J plus minus J into the Twiddle factor value is 0.707 minus J 0.707. Now, write this minus J as it is. Now, plus into minus is minus. J into 0.707 is 0.707. J 0.707. Now, plus into minus is minus. Minus into minus is plus. So, that's why I'm getting plus. J into J 0.707. So, J into J is J square 0.707. And we know that J square is equal to minus 1. So, substitute the value. So, listen, here I am having minus J 0.707. So, here these are the imaginary terms. Okay. So, here I am having, this is minus J. So, they consider only the imaginary term. So, the coefficient of imaginary term is minus 1. And here it is minus J is imaginary term. So, here I am having minus 0.707. Okay. So, both are in the same symbol. So, I have to add. So, minus 1.707. So, minus J 1.707 plus J square equal to minus 1. So, put minus 1.707. So, consider the first, write the real part, which is minus 1 into 0.707 is minus 0.707 minus J 1.707. Okay. And similarly, find out x of 5. X of 5, the same input, only difference is the plus is replaced by minus. So, minus J minus J into 0.707 minus J 0.707. So write minus j as it is. See here, minus into minus plus. So plus j 0.707. And here minus into minus plus. Plus into minus is minus. So write minus j into j is j square 0.707. Now consider the imaginary term. So here these two are the imaginary terms because j squared is equal to minus 1. So this becomes the real term. So this term becomes the real term. So I'm having only these two as the imaginary term. So for this imaginary term, here the coefficient of j is minus 1 and again the coefficient of j is plus 0.707. So here minus 1 plus 0.707, what do you have to get? So put 0, 0, 0. So here borrow. It becomes 10. When you take a borrow, it becomes 9 and it will become 10. And when I take a borrow, it becomes 9 and it is 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 0 is 9. And 9 minus 7 is 0. So minus 0.293 because I'm having minus, that is a highest value for the negative symbol. So that's why I've got minus j 0.293 minus 1 into 0.707. So minus into minus is plus 0.707 minus j 0.293. So this is the x of 5's output. So we have got x of 1 and x of 5. X substitute the value of x of 1 to be minus 0.707 minus j 1.707 and x of 5 as 0.707 and minus j 0.293. So x of 1's value and x of 5's value are substituted. And now what is the x of 2? For this x of 2, the inputs are x of q2 and q6. So what you have to write? q2 plus q6 into w8 power 2. And once x of 2 is found, you have to find x of 6, which is the other output. For x of 6, the inputs are same as that of x of 2. That is q2 minus q6 into w8 power 2. Go here and calculate x of 2 equal to q2 plus q6 into w8 power 2. q2 value is 1. So 1 plus 1 into minus j, which is 1 plus 1 into, see, plus into minus is minus, 1 into j is j. So x of 2 becomes 1 minus j. And x of 6 equal to q2 minus q6 into w8 power 2, which is 1 minus 1 into minus j. So 1 minus into minus is plus, 1 into j is j. So x of 2 equal to 1 minus j and x of 6 equal to 1 plus j. So substitute x of 2's value and x of 6 value here. And at last, we need to find out x of 3 and x of 7. For x of 3, the inputs are q3 and q7. And the total factor is w8 power 3. So x of 3 equal to q3 plus q7 into w8 power 3. And x of 7 equal to q3 minus q7 into w8 power 3. So go to the calculation part. So x of 3 equal to q3 plus q7 into w8 power 3. q3 value is j. So j plus j into q7 value is j. Total factor w8 power 3's value is minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So write the j as it is. See here, this j is multiplied by this term. So first j and the first term is multiplied. So plus into minus is minus. J into 0.707 is j 0.707. And for the second term, that is the plus j is multiplied by minus j into 0.707. So plus into minus is minus, j into j is j square 0.707. So these two are the imaginary terms and this becomes the real term because j square equal to minus 1. So minus into minus 1 into 0.707, I will be getting 0.707. So here the coefficient of j is 1 and here the coefficient of j is minus 0.707. So 1 minus 0.707 is 0.293. So the x of 3 becomes 0.707 plus j 0.293. And x of 7 is the same thing as x of 3. Only thing is the plus is replaced by minus. So q3 minus q7 into w8 power 3. So j minus j into minus 0.707 minus j 0.707. So put j as it is. Minus into minus is plus. J into 0.707 is j 0.707. The next term minus into minus. See, minus into minus. Okay. Minus into minus is plus. J into j is j square 0.707 and substitute j squared equal to minus 1. And here I'm having two imaginary terms, that is j whose coefficient is 1 and here j 0.707. So both are in the positive symbol. So just add 1 plus 0.707. So I'm getting 1.707. So j 1.707 minus 0.707. So my x of 7 equal to minus 707 plus j 1.707. So substitute the values of x of 3 and x of 7 in the butterfly diagram. And at last, the DFT of small x of n equal to capital X of z is equal to, substitute all these values, which is equal to 6, comma, minus 0.707 minus j 1.707, comma, 1 minus j, comma, 0.707 plus j 0.293, comma, 0, comma, 0.707 minus j 0.293, comma, 1 plus j, comma, minus 0.707 plus 1.707. Okay, so this is the output we have got. So you have to write the outputs like this. So hence x of z is equal to, so you have to write from capital X of 0 to x of 7. That's all. Thank you for watching this video.